A group of kids had arranged to care and feed the dog after the owner had died. England, 1936. Jesse Owens breaking the world record, 200-meter race at the 1936 Olympic Games of Berlin. The 3,000 men who helped build the Chase Manhattan Bank in New York City pose for a photo near the end of the constructional work, August 19, 1964. One of the first known photographs of Niagara Falls, captured by British chemist Hugh Lee Pattinson in 1840, sits within a glass case at the National Gallery of Art. Mount St. Helens, irrepeated 40 years ago today. The photo was taken by Richard Lasher, who did survive. Nobody knows what happened to the Pinto or the Yamaha. Chicago, August 4th, 1948. One of the most evocative photos. Milano, 1972. A streetcar conductor in Seattle not allowing passengers aboard without a mask during the Spanish flu pandemic, 1918. 19-year-old Shigeki Tanaka was a survivor of the atomic bombing of Hiroshima, and he then went on to win the 1951 Boston Marathon. The crowd was silent. The return of a German soldier from Soviet captivity. He was taken to the war when his son was 1 year old. Germany, 1956. The original Moulin Rouge, the year before it burned down, in Paris, 1914. Photograph Albert Kahn. Swinging London, late 60s. Teenagers of the 50th years of the last century feel the difference. Beach volleyball, Venice Beach, CA, June 1934. Signing off, 1934. Austrian boy receives new shoes during World War II. In 1941, Slovenian Albina Malihokovar joined the People's Liberation Movement at the age of 16. She was wounded twice as a resistance fighter at the age of 17. For the remainder of the war, she worked as a nurse. Native Americans photographed by Roland W. Reed between 1907 and 1913. A farmer paints stripes on her cow to increase its visibility at night and prevent car accidents should it wander onto the road during blackout conditions. This is probably the most famous photograph of Josef Kudelka. In this image, his hand shows the time when Soviet tanks began to invade Prague. Unpacking the Statue of Liberty, New York City, 1885. The colossal assemblage of 350 neoclassical pieces, gifted by the people of France, took workers 4 months to put together. A woman tests a stroller intended to be resistant to gas attacks in Hextable, England in 1938, not long before the outbreak of World War II. Morning walk on the Brooklyn Bridge, New York, 1905. Young girl, Kiowa Tribe, Oklahoma, 1894. U.S. cavalry soldiers pose in front of a sequoia in Yosemite known as Grizzly Giant in 1900. This tree still stands today. Social distancing from 1953. A child with measles sits and eats alone during a coronation party in Chelsea, England. A fleet of Concords at London Heathrow Airport, 1986. Two widows gathered for Martin Luther King's funeral, April 1968. View of the St. Lawrence River from Quebec City in the 1800s. The picture shows a photographer taking a picture of New York City streets, 1925. The U.S. military inspects a collection of works of art collected by Hermann Goering, 1945. Child labor strike in Philadelphia, 1902. An exotic dancer demonstrates that her underwear was too large to have exposed herself after undercover police officers arrested her in Florida, 1983. New York City, 1957. A llama in Times Square. Alexandre Gustave Eiffel, left, explores the completed tower with a friend, 1889. Aircraft tester George Aird barely escapes death by launching sideways from his plane, 1962. Aird fell through a nursery on his way down, breaking both legs. Ostrich reads the newspaper of the caretaker, National Archive, 1951. England. France 2-0 World Cup, 1920. Dick Kerr, ladies football team. Preston, the 28th of May, 1920. Life in the Texas Dust Bowl, 1935. A dust storm gets ready to engulf everything in its path. Thanks for watching. Give a like, subscribe to the channel, and watch more videos.